Hello, this is Jamie and I'm Ben.
We found a famous TV chef here in the UK who could give us a lovely Swedish recipe, couldn't she, Ben?
Which was fun.
Hey, which is apparently Swedish for hello. Welcome to Rachel Khoo's kitchen. And if you don't know who Rachel Khoo is, Google her. She's a big deal, amazing TV shows and some beautiful cookbooks.
Now the reason we're here today is Rachel's got a new Swedish cookbook out, having lived in Sweden for the last couple of years. And we thought it would be really good fun if Rachel showed us how to make her Swedish Shakshuka recipe. And then we got the two chefs, Ben and James, to recreate the Swedish Shakshuka recipe using a recipe written fully in Swedish.
This is nice. Awesome. What are we here for?
So boys, here's what's going to happen. We have laid out some ingredients for you. Those ingredients will make one of the recipes from Rachel's cookbook.
Exciting.
Nice.
We have the recipe for you, but seeing as it's a Swedish cookbook, we've given you the recipe in Swedish.
Oh, it's quite a short recipe, so that's good.
It shouldn't take that long, like half an hour, if not less.
Do you have interest? Do you have any idea what you're making?
No, not yet. There's no pictures.
It's a Swedish Shakshuka.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You should know that we know what this is supposed to taste like, and it's delicious.
Oh, trust me.
So we're going to be comparing it.
Some delicious ingredients in front of us. Surely we can't mess it up that much.
Let's go.
So I'm going to start off by chopping my onion. It'll be interesting to see how Ben and James, their Swedish is, whether they understand how to chop a lök in Swedish, or what even a lök is. Here I'm just going to use half a red onion because that should be enough. You can put as much or as little chili as you like. I'm going to add a little white wine vinegar. So the white wine vinegar, what it does is it actually takes some of the heat of the red onion and the chili. So that helps. A bit of sugar and some salt. Right, so just let that sit. You could even make this the day beforehand. The longer you let it marinate, the milder the onions and the chili becomes.
One lock.
How do you know lock is onion?
I don't.
He doesn't.
But it says one of something, and then it suggests something finakt, which possibly means finely hacked.
Okay, you're right. Lock is onion because we've got one lock, and then we've got one rod lock, which is red onion because we've got one rod chili pepper.
Great.
Röd.
Shall I just start slicing this up?
Slice.
Do you reckon slice or
that up.
dice?
Shakshuka, I would say slice. Okay, I'm gonna say
Oil.
that vatten.
It's butter.
Oh,
Salt,
it's butter.
pepper, and
Yeah,
vinegar.
it's
I reckon.
butter,
Do you reckon
yeah.
Do you reckon we're basically going to fry it off in vinegared butter?
Yes, that's what I think.
I've
we're
never heard of doing that.
It's going so well already that Rachel's having to disconnect the
gonna do. That is not a reflection on what we're doing. So we need
Salt
to do the
or
vinegar in, salt and white pepper. Salt and pepper. Oh dear. Okay, right, no, I've got to keep this because if I don't have this in my hands,
What's
I'll have
next?
to do something. I can read none of this.
Okay, you know what we've done wrong? I know what we've done wrong. Now we know this first instruction, we should have sliced the red onion and put it with the vinegar, the water, the salt and the sugar to cure the onion because it's pickled to go on at the end. Rather than in.
No,
so what we're going to have to do...
it's a pickle. Oh God, it's a pickle.
Now we realise this.
So right.
I love your recipe, Rachel, but what we've done is swap the onions out because the red onion in the shakshuka is delicious and then we're going to pickle this one.
See, James, what you've done is by taking control of the iPad and trying not to cook, you've just instructed completely wrong instructions.
You've taken all the blame and responsibility by telling me what to do. Teamwork. The vinegar and the water go in here with a little bit of pepper.
That's why we've never heard of doing that before.
A little bit of salt, and we're just going to pickle that while we cook everything else. That's the first step.
So step 2 is frying your onion in some butter and then adding your spinach with your cream and milk and making this really rich and unctuous green spinach something. I'm going to grate in some nutmeg. Be generous with your salt and pepper. So the consistency you want is you want the cream and milk to thicken up slightly. So you want the spinach to absorb some of the cream and milk, and you want the flavours kind of to come together, and then it'll be ready.
Till sedan spinaten och lag det I stekpanna tillsammans med lock och smör.
So fresh
that's-
spinach and
yeah,
onion in a little bit of
butter.
butter. A little bit, right?
And then we've got the dairy.
Then the dairy goes in. Hel muscot not. Do you reckon that's nutmeg?
Yeah. I've decided to just start doing stuff.
Till spetten vatten has kornet bort cooked. Basically 10 minutes until it's softened and wilted down. And
We don't
cooked.
have 10 minutes.
Then
15 minutes left.
So, crack in as many eggs as you like. You make a little like spot. Right, I'm gonna grab a lid, and then that just helps to get the eggs cooked.
gore, crack. No. Knack, agen, or make four, basically makes 4 wells.
Yeah.
And we're gonna knack, 4 agen, 5. So the 5 is written as a number, so I don't know what 5 is in Swedish, so I'm gonna say that in 5 minuter eller tills vitan är kokt.
Oh.
It says shell's okay, just pick it out with your fingers, that's what it says.
Yeah, I thought that's what it said.
Don't know.
Oh god! Oh god!
Stop panicking!
You'll be all right.
If you'd asked me before this whole thing who was going to panic more, I would definitely have said Ben. There is no way that James would have panicked.
Om du lagar
Ben's used to failing.
pallotsa detta, put the lid on it, James. 5 minuter eller tills vitan är kokt.
We've got loads of time, it's fine.
Cocked? Cock? I'm a cock.
Yeah, you are.
I am a cock.
Yeah, you are a cock.
Great.
Just say this out loud then.
I'm bilingual now. I'm allowed to.
So I think we can switch it off. It's bubbling away. So you can have a look. When the eggs look like they're set, then you know it's ready. And then the finishing bit is a little bit of lemon zest on top, and then some fresh dill, and then your little kind of fiery pickle kind of thing. You need to get like the balance of flavors. For me, it's always important, you know, you've got that creamy richness, and now you set that off with something with a bit of a punch and a zing. Makes it more interesting.
Guys, you've got under 5 minutes.
So that we know is our red onion.
Which is now
Med
white
chili,
onion.
which is here. We got our dill blender.
I don't know what's happening.
Fluffed.
Is this what yoga feels like?
It's what I do to my cushions when they get a bit flat.
Or like,
Okay, we finished. Yeah,
Mix.
scatter. We finished.
Scatter.
We finished the dish,
Mixed.
and then we
Just
get the
mixed.
dill, and then we're like.
blunder. Blunder.
Oh, wow, okay.
Blunder.
I've blundered it all.
Oh, you've blundered it.
Oh.
A little bit of dill, a little bit of pickled onion, a little bit of chili, and a little bit of gräsloch. You scatter.
Oh, I'm scattering.
Come on, scatter. Do it. Commit.
What was that?
3, 2, 1.
Severa och medellebart.
Yay!
That was stressful.
It was a journey. I feel like I would want to retrace the steps of the journey now that we know.
I felt like you should have started with that because you're more.
You
confident
told me
in
you
just-
spoke Swedish.
I think it was like how to learn Swedish in half an hour.
Yeah.
It looks all right. It smells great. I don't know what it's supposed to look or smell like, but maybe that's what we find out.
Right. Surprisingly, I can't taste any pickled onion.
It was only a little bit of vinegar and we cooked it out. I mean, we shouldn't have done it at all, but
Right at the end, I think you get a slight bit of vinegar.
tang.
You know what is missing is that zing at the top. So with this, you've got lovely creaminess and richness, and there's a little bit of heat. I think you could have been more generous with the nutmeg.
Yeah. I
and
agree.
and the
I
white
agree.
pepper,
I
like a
agree.
bit more, be a bit more out there. I think you should have trusted your gut more. You towards the end, you were doing that.
Yeah, at the
beginning-
start, it was like headlights.
I mean, it's still delicious, but it's just not got that little.
Well, guys, first of all, I think you do deserve a round of applause. Yeah. That was pretty good.
I think we had a bit of help from the sidelines. Thank you, Rachel.
It's much easier in English.
But if you are Swedish, the book's coming out in Sweden next year.
Yes.
So, you know, everyone wins.
I'll be buying one of those.
I do enjoy these a lot.
I love them. They're so much fun to watch and take part in.
Both.
If you want Rachel's book, please go and get it. It's great and it's actually in English, so you can read the recipes. Go and get a link down below.
Jay, I'm going to challenge you for Dad Joke of the Week. I want something topical.
What on what topic?
Sweden, Swedish, shakshuka, eggs, spinach, Rachel, any of these.
Got it. Bought a fish at the market the other day. Asked for the fishmonger to wrap it up and so I could take it home. And when I got home, realised he'd taken all the insides out. Gutted.
What was it?
Yeah, that was it.
I don't know how it's topical, but...
Nope.
As we mentioned, Sorted is just run by a group of friends, so if you like what we're doing, then there are loads of ways you can support us and get more involved. Everything you need to know is linked below. Thanks, and hope to see you in a few days.
All fine and dandy.
Thank you very much.
And then
Thank
you
you.
can cock again.
No.
No,
No, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
You shouldn't have said that.